Okay everyone, once again, Ford Mondeo Mk5 thermostat housings, or should I say leaking thermostat housings. But today I'm actually going to dismantle this thermostat housing so we can see what makes it work. You see all that coolant sitting in that little pocket there? Today we're going to see why it's leaking in there. The first thing to understand here, this is a sealed unit and you have to buy it as a complete assembly. So the first thing I'm going to take off is this temperature sensor, which by the way is a Torx 20, but they are the tamper-proof Torx screws. So you see you need the Torx bits with the little hole in the middle. Anyway, let's bang these two screws out and wriggle that sensor out. That's a nice elaborate little temperature sensor. There's 5 pins in there. There's 2 Torx 30, which are once again are tamper-proof screws holding the back of this unit on. But I'll point out, once them screws are out, this whole cover is actually glued on, so you literally have to break it off in order to remove it. Holy cow, look at all those cogs. You see, as the water heats up, this sensor is going to send a signal to the ECU of the engine temperature. And once the engine reaches a set temperature, the engine ECU is going to send a signal to this little motor, which in turn is going to turn all these cogs and open your thermostat. There is no wax on this thermostat. It is purely just a plunger with a seal on it. So as the motor starts to turn these cogs, all it's doing is turning a threaded bar, which in turn is pulling the thermostat backwards and opening it to allow the water to flow through into your radiator. There are a few more screws holding this cog mechanism onto this housing, which I've removed. I'm now going to turn this cog and see if I can wind the bar out of the thermostat plunger so we can take it completely off. And yeah, that's definitely winding out. And there we go, out it comes. That's it. One little electric motor, an elaborate cog system and a threaded bar. And there we have it. This is the seal, which I believe is leaking. In actual fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this seal comes off. That's it, get that out of the way. Yeah, I actually wouldn't be surprised if the water was leaking where this thread turns in this plastic housing. As this threaded bar turns, the water's leaking along the bar, coming out of this little drain hole here and leaking into the outer casing. In order to get the thermostat plunger out of this housing, I'm literally going to have to break this casing off. But hey, whatever. But there you go, there's the plunger that opens and closes with the seal to let the water through into your radiator. If I pull that, that should all come out now. There we go. One mechanical thermostat plunger. Empty thermostat housing, anybody? Well, that's it then. There's not a lot more to say. One set of Mk5 Mondeo thermostat housing guts. You see, if I had to compare this thermostat to something else, take a Mk4 Mondeo for example, any of the 2 litre diesels, I've never had a thermostat issue or a thermostat housing leak. I will say the Mk4 1.8 TDCIs did leak from their thermostat housings. They were quite bad at it. Anyway, if your coolant bottle is low on water, the thermostat housing on a Mk5 2 litre diesel is the first point of call to start checking. They've obviously got a design flaw where that seal is. It prolifically leaks. I know because we change them all the time. In fact, I have changed that many thermostat housings. I pretty much know at what mileage they're going to fail. And as I've already stated, from 60 to 80,000 miles, I can pretty much guarantee they're going to leak. If you get one that lasts longer than that, it must be a bloody good one. Actually, I'm feeling quite pleased with myself today. I've made this entire video all by myself without the help of the director. You see, I had a little accident with her clapperboard.
Where is my clapperboard? Clapperboard! 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 Board! 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 Get your shit together. 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 Clapper. Together. Where is gather? Where is gather? Gather? Where is my gather? 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 Cup my copperboard. Where is my copperboard?
Oh, pull yourself together, man. Anyway, because I actually broke the clapperboard myself, I went to Amazon, bought a new one, thought I'd replace it, cheer her up. I'll go and stick this on her desk. Right then. The only thing is, I don't want anybody to see me deliver this package, so I best go in disguise.
From Amazon. Well, it has my initial on it, so must be for me. Oh my god, new clapperboard. I bet that Alan bought this. He denies it, but I know he has something to do with disappearing of my old board. You know what? This guy, he took my dog for a walk and he lost my dog. And that's why he needs to be kept on a short leash. That's it. I'm going to nip this in a bud.
Hello?
Alan, can you come to the office, please?
Yeah, sure. On my way. Hi, boss. What's up?
You know what, Alan? I know you had something with the disappearance of my old clapperboard, but thanks for this one. I like it.
I actually bought you that clapperboard because I felt guilty because I lost your dog.
Fair enough. So, are you ready to make today's video then?
I've already made today's video, boss.
So what you're saying is, you thought you can direct yourself. Okay, here's the deal. Go behind my back again, and I'll make sure you're gonna end up in dystopian prison with only a straw to suck your dinner through. It's the Or let me know what you're doing in the future, and I might decide to raise you up a few minimum wage. Well, what's gonna be?
Boss, I didn't mean to go behind your back, but hey, if you're going to give me a pay rise, I'm with you all the way. I swear to God, I will not go renegade on your ass again.
Thank you. Well, off you go then. Check on.
Cheers, boss. Well, I thought that went pretty well. Hell, I could even be in for a pay rise here. Winner. Woo! Just one last thing to do. Put this thermostat where it belongs. In the trash can. See ya.